Welcome back. One thing I love about fall is smelling the smoke from wood burning fires as I walk around my neighborhood or if I'm at my parents' place. And if you have a fireplace, you have to put the wood somewhere. You need some storage. So Chris has some ideas for storage that you can buy and that you can make. So Chris, let's start with those of us who do not have your skill level and want to go out and buy something that can hold the firewood. What have you got for us?
Right, so we were given something by our friends at Lee Valley. I really love this design. It's actually a really hard one to get, so if you're really interested in this, you're going to get it and grab it. I like the bottom part of it because you can cut the pieces of 2x4 in the bottom, so there's a bracket there that allows you to customize the length of it, because not everybody's going to have an 8-foot length or a 4-foot length, so this kind of here allows you to modify it for your space. This is a really good product from Lee Valley. Big fan of that one.
I know that there's another product there that's also going to help you with the moving around of the firewood. So what have you got?
Right, so getting the firewood sometimes into the house or into the backyard is really tricky. And I came across this dolly at Canadian Tire. I'm going to use this one myself a lot because I have a tight access here. It's a really handy little dolly. It's only 21 inches wide, so it's super narrow, and it carries up to 300 pounds, so it's a lot more than what you could carry in your arms or in like a little tote. So big fan of that one. And the tires you can inflate, so I think it's going to be really useful for anybody that wants to get wood in the house or into the backyard.
Now, if you are at Chris McGimsie skill level, you can actually DIY something for your firewood. What have you made, Chris?
So the first one I want to show you, actually both are made out of just 2x4s and cinder blocks, but the first one is a square framed one. I used the cinder block bases for the legs, and then I was able to cut all the 2x4s. I bought 8-foot lengths. I cut them all into 4-foot lengths, so I used up all my offcuts, and I assembled this square frame, a 1-foot by 4-foot frame with 2 tiered levels for the firewood, and the top part is where we're going to put all your kindling. So you put your kindling above, and you can store your full piece of firewood underneath. And the nice thing is the width of the cinder block is actually the width of a piece of firewood, so it just works out perfectly.
That is beautiful. Okay, you also have another project that I understand is still sort of underway in progress right now.
Right, so this one came to me from a couple different ones I saw online. Again, I had the extra material lying around. I had the cinder blocks, I had the 2x4 and some plywood. So I want to do something a little different here, and you want to keep the wood covered. So both these pieces have covers for it. This one here has a little roof on it, so I built this little A-frame style roof out of it. Again, I used my cinder blocks as the bases. I got 8-foot lengths of 2x4s, cut them in half so I have all 4-foot pieces here. And then on the one side, I'd fix my one side of the roof. And then I'm going to put together a couple pieces here in the bottom so you see how the assembly goes for the bottom where we're going to put all of our firewood afterwards. Okay. So I got a couple pieces here pre-cut. We have the base here where we can store all our logs. And then for the side here, I have one more piece of plywood cut for the side. And this is going to fill in our little roof here. We're going to create this little A-frame style roof. A couple screws in here, guys. One over here. And you can see, maybe we'll take a couple of logs out from our storage rack here. We start to pack these things in here. Okay. That's about it.
Chris, that looks so good, and I love the contemporary shape of that. I know you're more of a natural guy. Will you leave the natural wood veneer, or are we calling Sharon Greck to get some paint recommendations for you? Are you going to paint it out?
Yeah, what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to probably stain the side here a different color, make it a little darker. And then I was looking for a type of shingles today, but they're a little more than I was anticipating. I want to cover these with a cedar shake shingle just to make it look a little more organic. But yeah, the finishing stages is going to be the next step on this. Ooh, after I finish building it.
Okay, that's a mouthful. Cedar shake shingle.
Hey,
that'll look phenomenal.
Yeah, try to say that 3 times. Cedar shake shingles. It's kind of like brush brass. It's another tongue twister, but yeah, cedar shake shingles. We'll get that all covered with. I think it'll look good.